Hi, so I want to tell you how we use social media in financial services. So we don't just post stuff out on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram and just hope it's going to get to the right person. I mean, posting stuff organically is great for brand building, but if you really want to generate leads, we use social media for its advertising because it's just so targeted. So the first thing that we use social media advertising for, and the biggest quick win, is with remarketing. So you can target ads at someone or anyone that's been on your website before, and you can filter out the people that aren't interested by just targeting those that have had a good look around your site. So whether they've been on more than one page, or if they've been on for longer than 10-15 seconds, which is like a lifetime in internet time. So you'll want to retarget because not everyone is ready to make a purchase or get a quick quote or get in touch with you straight away. So they might need time to digest what you've told them. It's just not the right timing. They're just researching, or they just literally didn't have time when they were on your site earlier, and just having that prompt reminding them. So they won't just see that once, they may see that 2, 3, 4, 5 times. But yeah, so it's a good balance of not getting it in their face too often. So the best thing that we do is we have multiple remarketing ads. So if you just have one and they keep seeing the same one, it's going to get annoying. So basically we have sometimes up to about 20 different remarketing ads. So you take like one key message on each ad, and you kind of leverage that for each remarketing ad. And you can remarket on pretty much every social media platform. So we use LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Even if we think it's not relevant for, if it is B2C, we'll still use LinkedIn. If it's B2B, we'll still use like Instagram. Because if they've been on your website and then they're on Instagram, they're still potentially your customers. So it's good to just remarket on every channel. And you don't need to spend a fortune on remarketing either. Sometimes literally £2 a day per platform is enough to get in front of plenty of people. So it just depends on how busy your website is. So we use Facebook advertising. We're seeing a massive shift in advertising spend from Google ads over to Facebook because you can still get really great quality. And especially in financial services and especially in B2C, pretty much every financial service product, there's like a interest targeting. So you can target people who have been interacting with content around your financial service product, or if they've been on other websites that feature content about your financial service product. It's really great targeting. It works really well. They've spent ages on this. I said earlier the quality of Facebook ads are great, but that is down to you as an advertiser. So it depends on the messaging of your ad, the messaging that's on the page that they go on. The quality of that lead is down to you. So you've got to create buy-in for the brand. You've got to make it really clear what happens next. If you want to keep your advisors happy and get really good quality leads, you've got to just spend time on not trying to trick them into filling out your form, but just be really open and honest and let them show there is real value in speaking to one of your advisors. Chatbots are amazing on Facebook. So we use Facebook ads to trigger a chatbot related to a specific financial service product, and it basically filters out the rubbish. And you'll end up basically automating a whole communication with a potential client, and then by the time it gets through to you and into your CRM, they've scheduled a call and a time, and they know exactly what you can do for them, and they really want to speak to you. So LinkedIn, obviously great for B2B. It can be really expensive if you do what LinkedIn says. We obviously don't, and get really cheap clicks. So you've got a number of different ways to bid. Once you chose your audience, you can choose to bid on a cost per click, and LinkedIn recommends about £5, and you don't want to be paying that much for a social media click. But what we do, and what I highly recommend, and it's the cheapest way, is to bid to get in front of 1,000 people. So they call it bidding on 1,000 impressions. So basically you're bidding around sort of 15 to 20 quid to get in front of 1,000 people, and that will just depend on who your audience is. And then if you get more than 4 clicks in that 1,000, you'll get cheaper clicks than bidding on a cost per click. Hopefully that makes sense. Some of our campaigns we're getting cost per clicks at around 35p. And that is all down to the ad. So you've got to put the work in and make your ad really compelling, really engaging, make sure it really stands out and your audience, is bang on. So LinkedIn targeting, you target anything that's on people's profiles. So job title, seniority, their industry, anything about their company size. So for our own marketing, we know we want to target people in financial services, people that own businesses of a certain size, and we can do that on LinkedIn. So pretty much most of our cold traffic comes from LinkedIn, and pretty much all of our B2B financial service clients use LinkedIn as well. It's a really great advertising platform. So Twitter, we only really use Twitter when we need more volume, because Facebook we find better quality, more leads for cheaper. But Twitter is great. So all the third-party data that Facebook used to have, Twitter has as well. So you can target if you need high net worths or people of a certain income level, you can choose that on Twitter. You can target by who they're following, what sort of content they're interacting with. It is really good. We just find at the moment that Facebook's better, but that can always change. Instagram, you have all the same targeting options as you do with Facebook. In fact, you manage your Instagram ads in Facebook ads. It just needs a different strategy with your ad. So with Facebook, you don't need to rely as heavily on the image. The text and the headline really stand out, but they really don't on Instagram. So we only use Instagram if we need more volume, and we have a completely different strategy with the kind of the imagery that we use. So that's pretty much all the advice that I can give you on using social media for financial services. If you want to know more about how we can help you, please do get in touch today.